How do I enter statutory adoption pay SAP payment details? This is the tasking zone on the top. To perform different tasks, please click on the individual button in the tasking zone. Click on Pay and Big button on the tasking zone at the top. Click on the menu Process Pay. Select the appropriate pay frequency to process pay. Select the appropriate pay period to be processed. The default processing period will always be determined by the current calendar date. To enter the SAP record, click on the Enter link in the Other Payments column for the employee concerned. Click on P5. SMP SAP SPPS HPPS PBP Payments and Record link. To add a new SAP record, click on the Add New Record button. Select the required SAP payment type to indicate the effect SAP will have on your employee's basic pay. Select Reduce Full Basic Pay by SAP amount if you want the employee's basic pay to be reduced or offset by the SAP amount. Select Add SAP to Timed Basic Pay if you want SAP to be paid in addition to basic pay. Select Pay Statutory Amount Only if you want to pay only SAP. Enter the notified match date. You will find this date on the matching certificate. Enter the date on which the child is expected to be placed with the employee. Enter the date on which the child is actually placed. That is the date the child actually starts living with the employee. Enter the date on which the employee intends to start his or her adoption leave. He or she should inform the employer at least 28 days before they want their adoption absence to begin. Enter the date on which the employee is expected to return to work after the adoption leave. If the placement is terminated for any reason, enter the date it terminated. Entitlement to SAP will remain for 8 weeks if the placement is disrupted after it has started. Select Yes from the drop-down list if you wish to manually calculate and enter your employee's SAP amount. If Yes is selected, the program will not calculate the SMP for you. Select Yes from the drop-down list if you wish to manually calculate and enter your employee's SAP amount yourself. Enter the date of leaving, if the employee has left the company. Here the SAP details will automatically appear for the current and the previous tax year. You cannot edit these details. This section is only applicable if you are migrating your data in from another payroll package. Click on Save button to save the entered data. Please ensure that the employee has provided proper certificate evidence to you. SAP cannot be paid without the appropriate evidence. If your employee returns to work for you at any time during his or her statutory adoption pay period, even if he or she works for only half a day, he or she will not be entitled to SAP for any week in which he or she does some work for you. Click on Enter APP Work Dates link in the APP Work Dates column. Enter the date on which the employee worked during his or her SAP. Click on Save button to save the entered data. Click on the Back button to go back to the previous screen. If you have finished viewing, creating or modifying the details and wish to leave the screen, click on the Done button.